Tonight is September 20th, and this is session 32 of the second adventure of our D&D campaign, Dungeons & Drogans. During our last session, the Drogans teleported to the next level of the Tower of Mysteries, in search of their friend, quotation marks, Lord Padraig, who was being held captive by the mad mage Paldemar. They fought off more defenders before exploring the rest of the level, finding a library, an empty holding cell, an alchemy lab with a strange machine, and a devil chained by arcane manacles. The group struck a deal with the devil. In exchange for his freedom, he would provide the Drogans with information. The devil explained that Paldemar nearly completed the construction of a machine that would simultaneously control the hundreds of bronze warders in the Thunderspire Labyrinth, and that the machine must be destroyed before that happened. The Drogans found the machine on this level of the tower and destroyed it, which prompted a projection of Paldemar to appear, investigate the damage, and vow revenge. The Drogans headed to the next teleportation circle to exact some vengeance of their own.
Yeah, vengeance time.
Vengeance time is the right time.
Whoop whoop.
So I believe we were getting ready to take that teleportation circle to the next level.
Yeah, and I believe something unfortunate is up with that video. As much as I'd love to look at Doug's chin, I think we'd like to see all of his face. What happened here?
What? If
you look at the feed, something's up with the hangout. It got all unframed.
Oh, it's my chin.
That it is. There are your eyes. Alright, as I try to work that out, you guys are about to take that teleportation circle. What is the plan from there? I don't know if you've actually discussed that amongst yourselves, but presumably you had a moment to do so. So why don't you discuss what that plan would be?
Fight Paldemar, rescue Lord Padraig. Does that sound about right?
So why don't you please entertain our viewers with some banter while I fix this problem, is what I was trying to subtly tell you.
We could also fight Padraig and rescue Paldemar.
Why don't we rescue both of them? From the sadness of never knowing true love.
From the evil that is within all men's hearts?
By cutting out their hearts and putting them together.
This seems like a good idea. I like this.
So it's agreed? We'll go in there, cut out their hearts to protect them from the evil, and then put their hearts together so that they can be together.
Don't we get more hit points if we take hearts?
That's true, maybe we should eat their hearts to gain more hit points.
Or we just like put them in a bag? That might work too.
Or just walk over them?
Yeah, walking over into.
Do we do extra damage if we're throwing hearts?
I don't think throwing hearts is very effective. We might heal the enemy.
If you have a handful of hearts, it's possible you have a flush.
Flush
So
the
after
heart.
cutting out their hearts, we can flush their bowels?
And that's how you win at poker.
Okay.
Alright. So with that settled, the Drogans step onto the portal, there's another flash, and before long, they find themselves elsewhere.
Wait, so we just settled that we would do horrible things? Can we go back to my original plan?
No, I think
I'm
it
not
was a
here to
good one.
micromanage.
Also, I think we've been elsewhere before, haven't we?
Well, if you're not here, you're there, right?
I'm pretty sure we're here, though. I don't see elsewhere on the list of maps.
It will be on
Me
this
neither.
map.
I don't see it
Oh.
on this map.
And now you do.
Oh, I found it.
And we lost Nick.
I,
And
No,
Nick's
no,
back.
he's back.
I couldn't go looking for things because map tool wasn't responding.
So you appear in a small room surrounded by 4 unadorned pillars, no scary Vecna faces. To the northwest and south stand doors emblazoned with an eyeball. So there's that.
2 doors, 1 eyeball.
3 doors, 3 eyeballs, 1 on each door. Exits
But I
are
can only-
here, and here.
Twin Strike only has 2 arrows.
It's okay, I've got an axe. I've got
And
2,
my
actually.
axe. Alright, you've teleported.
Let's follow the leader.
Alright.
Wait, no. Perception check.
You guys should probably listen at some doors like you like doing.
Yes. I'm gonna try to sneak up to the door with the eye, and then listen in.
They all have an eye.
Oh, so I'm gonna sneak up on the door that doesn't currently have the eye, and make a perception check. Is it like the Fates? They share an eye? They pass it around?
So there are 3 doors. Each door has an eye on it.
Oh. Okay. In that case, I'll go north.
Alright.
Oh, if anyone's curious, on my bonus dice rolls, I have +2 to athletics, acrobatics, and +1 to my attack rolls.
Yeah, they don't stack. Ah. I've got a +4 to perception. And I've got a 37.
Nima can make out some quiet footsteps.
Nima reports back to the group. There are quiet footsteps beyond this door.
Alright, listen at the other 2 doors.
But Rect's in the way, and so is Corvus. $36.
Your rolls are out of sight.
Silence from the door to the west.
Nothing on this side.
Alright, and the other one.
Corvus is in the way.
Am I controlling Corvus again?
Right, so John and Dave are not here tonight. Doug, you'll reprise your role as Corvus, and Nick, Rect?
It
It's
was
a 1!
Sounds good to me.
Well, it's actually a 20, but it's a 1.
Wow, so on a roll of 1, Nima gets 20. That is impressive. She doesn't make out anything beyond.
Sounds
All
quiet
right.
on this side.
See if you can stealthily open that door.
Okay. Can I?
You can damn well try.
So it's a 23. Which way? Oh wait, right. I need to tell you how much I open it?
So Nima stealthily opens the door, revealing a room that, from this angle so far, appears completely bare.
Now,
So-
I think we should proceed with more caution than we normally do.
Should I try sneaking in?
Ooh, yes.
Oh yeah, try sneaking in.
Is it lit, by the way, CJ?
It is, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try sneaking in. I'm not really sure how that works in terms of mechanics, though.
Well, let's just start with the stealth check.
So it's a 20.
So Nima sneaks into the room and finds it to be completely bare apart from some doors to the north, a set of double doors.
So Nima will go back and report to the group. Hopefully somewhat quietly. Rather, she'll tell Coltane, and she's sure that Wintier will hear, and the other two don't really matter, because they'll just follow orders.
Alright, try the other door.
You mean on the other side? Or on the other side of this room?
The other side of this small room.
Okay. So Nima will attempt to open the door stealthily.
Be very, very quiet.
And she gets a 13.
So Nima tries to be stealthy, but she kind of wrestles with the handle a bit as she finds that the door does not open.
This door doesn't open!
It appears to be locked.
Stand aside. Allow me to thievery it. Wintier tries to lockpick it with a 23.
As Wintier works his magic, he finds that the lock has some magic of its own, quite literally. It appears to be a magic lock, and that 23 isn't quite good enough to pick it.
Does that mean I should try again? Or does that mean I will never succeed?
It means you did not succeed on this one attempt.
He looks at Nima and he says, "It seems to be magical. Should I try again?"
Can I give you a hand?
Can she give me a hand?
Yeah, I suppose by the rules that that can work out. Well, how about this way? Explain how Nima would help out Wintier.
She'd make sure that he gets the tools, like exactly the tools that he wants so that he can use both hands, plus
Yeah,
have like...
Like the surgeon in the ER, she's like dabbing his forehead and hands him the tools.
Alright,
Yeah,
fair
like
enough.
he's sweating his eye and all that,
Winter uses a scalpel on the lock.
So I believe the rules on aiding another are you have to succeed on a check equal to DC of 10 plus, what is it, 1/2 the creature's
level of the creature you're aiding.
So it'd be DC, what, 13 in this case? Or are you level 5? Are you level 5 or 6, Winter?
6.
So DC 13, you'll probably only fail on a fumble. +2 on a success, and -1 on a failure.
-1,
Wow.
yay! She got a 10.
Unbelievable.
So Nima hands Wintier the incorrect tools, so Wintier will suffer a -1 on this next check.
So instead of the +2 from the tools, it's just a +1.
Whatever additional bonus you have, you suffer a -1 from Nima.
Well, this isn't going anywhere. That's a 13.
Yeah, that's not quite gonna do it.
Hang on. Can I take a look and see if I could recognize anything about this lock? Alternatively, can I take a look at the lock and get Corvus to actually manage the looking at, and I can maybe just poke him irritantly?
You can try.
Corvus, take a look at the lock.
Corvus.
I don't know.
Okey-dokes. Using what?
See if you can figure anything out about the magic surrounding this door.
I shall use Arcana.
And I'll see if I can think of anything useful.
Corvus gets a 19, Arcanaing the door.
So Corvus recognizes this as an arcane lock, notoriously difficult to pick. He's not sure if Wintier is skilled enough to pick it.
Wintier gets drooled on slightly by Corvus, and he says, I think that means I might not be able to do it.
Forget about it.
Let's give it one last try and then move on.
Do you want me to try dabbing your forehead with the scalpel?
Yes, please. Wow.
She stabs
Wow.
him in the forehead with the scalpel.
What do I roll to get that? It must be a 2 again?
It's a 2. You got a total of 10 again.
Yep, that gives me an 18.
Can I get a prize for that?
Yeah, the prize is we move into the other room.
Prize is door number 3.
I don't think this door wants to be opened right now.
We can try again later.
Try again now for the next hour.
Nope. I'm just gonna wander into this empty room.
Okay. Winter and Corvus follow.
And so does Nima. The door is north, right? Of Coltane?
Right, it's a set of double doors.
Alright. Listen at those doors again.
So it's a 39.
She rolled a 20.
Nima can make out some hushed whispers.
How loud? I mean, like, how close do they sound? Do they sound like distant hushed whispers, or?
Yeah, distant, she can't make out what they're saying. Or what language they're speaking.
Okay. She moves back, presumably. I hope she did. And she tells this to Coltane. I can't tell what language they're speaking, but it's not very close.
Alright, I've got a plan. We'll put Rect and Corvus at the doors. On my signal, they'll open the doors, and then you and I will rush in and engage any enemies we see.
Right. So, we stay in the room while they rush in.
No, they open the doors, we rush in.
So, we rush in, and then they open the doors.
I'm not gonna say it again.
Guys! Up ahead!
Corvus.
Alright, so this is how it's gonna work. On my count of 3, you two each open a door, and then Nima and I will rush in. Winter, be ready to twin strike anything that seems hostile.
You will check, Russian, then finish.
The enemy's probably already heard us and knows we're here. But we might as well get it on with. Get it over with. Get on with it.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Right.
So are Rekt and Corvus simultaneously opening those doors?
Yep.
And they do so right now?
They do so right now.
So Rekt is doing it. Is Corvus doing it? Doug?
Yes.
You've made Nick very happy. So Corvus and Rekt simultaneously open the doors, and let's all roll initiative.
Do I get a +1 to my initiative from my +1 to 1d20 things?
Absolutely.
Alright.
18 for Corvus, 22 for Winter.
Holy moly,
27 for Nima?
25 for Rekt.
Wow, that's useful.
I don't think he's ever had that high in initiative. And a 9
27
for
for Nima.
Coltane.
It's because he's peeing his pants being up at the front line.
It's because the first thing he's gonna do is run backwards.
Bingo.
In case he gets hurt. So this isn't looking very good.
Well, because there's enemies.
Alright, opening the doors reveals an enormous chamber, reminiscent of a temple. There are tall pillars of some form of crystalline rock that glow and pulse softly with arcane energy. At the far end is this idol of whom you can only guess would be Vecna, carved from black rock. It's fashioned into a giant skull with an eye set into its right socket. And the left socket is empty, of course. But wait, there's more. I think Rekt and Corvus, nope, just Corvus, can make out over here a statue of Vecna, which is very reminiscent of the figure you encountered a couple levels down.
So the statue is smaller than the idol?
Yes, the statue is life size, normal size, I guess, medium size. Whereas the idol is this giant skull.
Gotcha.
And then beyond that, emblazoned on the floor, taking up a large chunk of real estate between the four pillars of the room, is a symbol of Vecna, in case you weren't sure that there's a theme going here. So it's a big symbol of a clawed hand grasping an eyeball. And beyond that, I think you can spot a few enemies.
Vecna, 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 and Vecna? Like no-name brand Vecna?
Right, so one of those enemies is another one of those robed men that transmogrify into those horrific monsters. Sort of creeping in this corner here, we're trying to creep as much as a giant bronze statue can, is one of those bronze warders, those big axe-wielding minotaur statues that are animated constructs. And flanking the robed man, you spot two of those warped goblinoids, wielding slings which they have at the ready. And in round 1, Nima, with her 27, is up first.
Have they noticed us yet? Probably, eh?
Yeah, they've very clearly noticed you.
Okay. I can't diagonal through the doorway, right?
You can't diagonal around corners, correct? So you'd have to step in that square. You can't go from here to there.
Okay, so I'll wait for vision to update.
As Nima steps into the room, she sees there's more to the west. First, there stands a... Well, how should we describe this? An undead dragonborn with crimson scales.
Is it
Undead dragon.
Zaxzarrd the Second?
I don't know, Nima's never met Zaxzarrd II, so she'd have no way of knowing if this character was familiar in any way.
And past this person?
Past the person is whom you presume to be Paldemar. Paldemar, not Paldemort. The gentleman who came to visit you in spectral form moments ago.
Ah, right. So, yeah, recognize him. Good. Okay. Does the bronze minotaur look active?
It does. As Nima's moving in, its head is mechanically rotating in her direction.
I'm thinking this is not the best place for combat. This room, that is. However, let's see.